Hello guys, welcome back. In this video tutorial we will learn how we can add global search over the design table. We will see how we can populate the data inside the table and how we can search one column or the multiple columns. So whatever we are typing, it will search on all over our data and it will show the pagination accordingly. So let's get started. I have an empty ReactJS project that is using design, and right now it's showing nothing. So let's go ahead and import the table component from design and start using it. So it will be table, and let's provide the columns. It will be an array of objects. So suppose we want to show the data of a person, so maybe the title is name with the data index, also the name, and let's copy it 2 to 3 times to create few other columns. So maybe we can say age, and third column maybe address. Okay, let's save it. Here you go, the columns has been added. Let's add some data as well. So it will be in the data source. It will be again an array of objects, and each object will contain each of the data index. So it will contain name, maybe we can say our name, and then age, maybe we can say 10, so it should be comma, and then address, and this address. Let's add the key as well to uniquely identify these records or the rows. So let's add few records. So it was a name, and we can say B and B address, and let's change the 8 to 20, and it is C 30 and C. Let's save it. Here you go, the data has been shown, right? So let's add the search on top of the table. So that will be from the input component of the design dot search, and we can say a placeholder, maybe search here. Here you go. Maybe you can add a little style to give it a little bottom margin. We can say maybe 8. Here you go. And now you can type here, and right now it is not filtering the data. So let's add that logic. So to filter the data, what we need to do is we need to add 2 more keys while defining the columns. So it is the filtered value, and it is an array of strings whatever we are filtering. So suppose we are saying it is, if we are filtering on the character A, it will contain this one, and then we need to provide the function for the onFilter. So when this column is getting this filtered value, whether we need to show that record or not. So onFilter will be getting the value, also the whole record, and as a result we need to say that whether we need to show the record against this value or not. So here we can say return true or false based on if the record dot we can say record dot this name dot includes that particular value. So if user searching A, and if in the record dot name, if that record name contains this value A, then return true, otherwise return false. And if I save it, here you go, it has only appearing the name which contains A. right? So let's do the search via this search field. So what we can do is let's add a state. So whenever user is typing, we can save the search text into the state. So we can say use state, and we can say searched text, and by default it is empty, it is from rect, and we can say on search it will be giving us the value, and we can say set search text to whatever the value user has typed in, right? And here instead of the only a, we can say whatever the user has searched, filter on that, save it, and if I write a and hit enter, it is a, and if I say b, it will only the b, and if I say the name, it's not showing any records, because we said that if the record or name includes that particular value, because we are showing the name with n capital, that's why it's not showing. If we do something like we can say convert it into a string, and we can say to lowercase, if we do lowercase for both of these, so whether it is capital name or small name, so to lowercase to both the value as well as the record. So now if I type the name, it is searching, right? And if I say even the small c, it is searching, and if capital C, it's also searching, capital B, searching the B record, right? So now it is searching based when I hit enter or hit this button. If we want to search while I am typing, we can do that as well. So that will be on change function, and it will be giving us the event, and inside that we can say set search text to e dot target dot value. So it will set this one as long as I am typing it. So if suppose I type B, it has searched as soon as I am typing. So maybe B a name, and if I say name, it is searching. So right now it's searching only for the column name column. If you want to search on the age and the dress as well, so right now it's not searching on that, not even the address. So we can extend that. So here we are saying that do the search on the name. We can extend it and say if it is appearing in the name or in the age or in the address. So first is name, second we can say if it is in the age or in the address, do the same. So now if I save it and type maybe address, right now it's not showing. What is it? Oh, that the spell of the address is not a double T, it should be a double T, okay. And now if I type a double D or a double S, it is showing all of these. And if I append a, it only showing the a address. And if I type maybe the 20, the age with the 20, that record is shown. And if I say B, C, and C name, right? So it's searching as soon as I'm typing here. So it's searching on all of the records, or we can say the whole table. Right now it's searching over our local data. So if we want to search over from the server data, so what we need to do is we are saving whatever user is searching in the state variable. So what we can do is whenever user hit search or user is changing the search text, we can make the API calls here or here accordingly, and based on the result or the response of the API call, we can update our data source, and we will be providing the data source to the column here based on the filtered values. So it will populate the data accordingly, right? And here we have only 3 records, and on a single page. If suppose there are too many records and it goes to the multiple pages, so if then we will search, it will shrink the pagination accordingly. So let's add few more records. Actually the key here we have not updated. It should be 1 2 3 and so on. So let's copy this and paste it multiple times. So we can say 1 2 3, the 4th record, 5th, 6th, and 7, 8, 9, 10. It should be 11 and 12. We have 12 records. So now if we save it, so it will show around 10 records on the page 1 and the remaining 2 records on the page 2. So now if I search, suppose if I search A name, it will show all of the 4, and if I search B name, it will search all of these 4 as well. Although if I remove this one, so the 4th B name was on the 2nd page, right? So it will search all of the data source, and then accordingly it is showing the records, right? So if I say C name, it is again showing all of these 4 records from our whole data source, right? So this is how we add global search over the design table. But still, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have learned something in this video, please hit like, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Thank you.